Good boy. Okay. So as soon as he stops focusing, I'm going to do something to get him to focus. He says, we're coming up. Sit. Yep. I'm going to give him the space that he needs. I'm going to make him interact closer than he needs to. Lots of turns, lots of stops. Right there. If I let him think any further, his thought process is going to be react or don't react. I can't give him that time. Right there. See how he went? Right there. He was thinking about, should I react? Place. Yes. Sit. Leave it. We also, hopefully, when we get the sidekick, we won't have to worry about this so much, but this doesn't have a safety on it, so when we let loose too much, it falls and he can get it off really easily. He's really good about not taking it off until usually we get back to the house. Okay. But that was good. He couldn't decide if he wanted to react or not. August. So right there, I'm going to block him. August. So he's not even looking at me, right? Augie. 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 Yes, good boy. Alright, so I'm going to use my spatial pressure. I'm going to use his name. Good boy. Heel. Come on. Good boy. Leave it. So keep that off. He also doesn't like to use the bathroom when he has it on. Heel. Notice that. So if I try and let him go to the bathroom before we go out, usually though. Yeah. So all in all, we're doing good when we go out. Get somebody else. We'll have one more person. Good boy. Good job, Augie. Good. Augie, sit. Good. Stay. Come. Heel. Sit. Off. Heel. Good. Yeah. Turns. Yeah. Good. Boy. See, he's kind of like perking up. You know? He's not tired, I can promise you that. That's kind of like too much looking. You shouldn't be focusing on anybody else but you. See how like against you looking at me he is? Augie. So I'm adding pressure only because he's not paying attention. Hi. I had to go down to his eye level to look at me. There's a stress yawn. Yep. It's because he's using his brain so much. Right? But all of this is so important. So when he was young, a little bit younger, and we started puppy training, he did a lot of going out and about during his training sessions. And I think with just the lack of daycare and stuff, he's kind of, gone back a little bit because he hasn't had as much exposure to other people or other dogs or going out in public as much. And that's life on both of our ends, right? Unfortunately, everything is crazy nowadays, so we have to do what we can do as much as we can. But here, this is where we're at, so it might just take a little bit of kind of practicing and going back, like I said, going back to the basics, And that's gonna be the goal, is go back to basics and getting him to focus on you, like laser focus on you. If we can't get him to focus on you during a distraction, you're not going to be able to stop him during a oops, I missed it, and he jumped off the diving board, basically. You know what I mean? It's going to happen, especially if you have a reactive dog. It's his instinct. So if we don't catch it as handlers, unfortunately, that's just what happens. That's the reality of it. But working on getting him to be like, you can get him to focus on you no matter what. So you have to go back to using your slip lead. You have to have your communication device. Unfortunately, regardless if we want him to be an off-leash dog, it's not about being an off-leash dog. It's about, it's about communicating with him properly. And we already know English is the least effective way to work with an animal. Body language and pressure and release is how you're going to work with them. So, pressure on and pressure off, pressure on and pressure off. So that's how you do it. So if you don't have that leash on him, all you have is body pressure, and that's not going to help because he's going to just walk around you. So you need a way to keep him there. So we have to have that slip lead on him right now. It's going to be crucial. Even at the house, at the house, go back to act like he is a puppy again, right? And really go back to stapling in the fact that he has to listen to you no matter what. Freedom is earned because he deserves it, and you trust him, and you know he earned that freedom because he's worked really hard to earn it. If we give him all this freedom and he keeps messing up and we keep taking it away, and then we give it back a little bit and then we take it away a little bit, it's not going to be as consistent. So if we go back to really, think about exercising, we got to go back to starting at the very bottom and working our way back up properly. Like my ladder, I always say we're going up the ladder. It's basically we jumped up a step or two and we missed and we kind of fell down the ladder and we got to start over again, which is fine. It happens more often than you think. That's why there's a metaphor that I use for this so often, because it happens a lot. People want to jump to getting to where they want their dog to be and miss a couple steps along the way, and we got to go back. So, but anyway, we're going to go back to getting on our walk, and we'll stop the video so I can focus on what I'm doing. And hopefully that helps, and we'll keep on working with them. So we'll talk to you later. Bye, August.